Uh, Very happy to have the opportunity to share this very important topic. But however, it is something that is absolutely natural to every one of us as well. Do you agree? Follow up, yeah? Follow up is something that is supposed to be very natural to every single one of us. However, how many of us are guilty of committing poor follow up? Come, let me have a show of hand. Everyone. How about showing in the chat? Now, how many of you, this is a time for confession. Come, confess. How many of you have committed crime? Okay, see, wow. See, even Diamond President also confessing. Yeah, today is a confession day for confession night. Oh, yeah. Wow, you mean all the rest are totally innocent? That means never do any work. Correct? Huh? Okay. So today we're going to talk about effective follow-up. Right? It's going to be not too lengthy a session, but I hope that it will be an interactive session as well. I'll share with you some tips and some personal experiences of mine. And after that, I hope that we can all share with each other here your own personal experiences and tips on follow-up. How about that? Okay. Now, first and foremost, do we agree that we are all professional networker? Yes or no? Yes. Type yes, please. Yeah. Yes, I am. I'm a pro, I'm a pro. Yeah. Okay, get involved in typing, okay, because this is how the interaction is going to be. If we ask everybody to unmute, then this whole place will become like a marketplace of that. Yeah. Yes, I am a pro. Yeah. Good, very good. Yeah. So when you say you are a pro, this is how I feel, okay? I feel that there are three aspects to a pro. First and foremost, do you agree that we have to really be good at things like hard skill? Yeah, these are the things that is to do with the mind, that appeals to the logic. Yeah, okay. So what are some of these skills that we have to be very, very good at? In fact, mastery of it. Yeah, not just the product knowledge, compensation plan, the strategy when you advise someone who wants to join you in a business, i.e. the 5 page, okay? How to use iConnect, how to check your PV, and how to plan for your challenge and all that. Now, these are all the hard skill. I think these are the things that all of us are pretty good at, but this alone will not make us a professional networker. What is the other aspects of it is really the soft skill. Do you agree? Right. And in fact, a lot of it is in the soft skill because we're dealing in a people business. Right. Now, soft skill, I will basically put it down as greet, qualify, invite, present, ABC, follow up in capital letter, and then close to action, and finally coaching. Now, training is like, training like what we are doing tonight, like when we're having a lecture and all that, is good for the hard skill, okay? But coaching is necessary for all the soft skill. A lot on the job training, some of the things with regards to soft skill can't quite be taught directly, but it can be caught by all of us by watching someone doing it. So our business is a modeling business. So as upline, we all need to model it successfully for our downlines, okay, to follow. Now, I would say that follow-up is a long process. It's a continuous process, right from greet all the way to your friend joins you. After joining you, progressing through the rank from GA to PD to DP, the follow-up is a continuous process. Now, I will also add one more skill that is really important. And this is not going to be covered a lot tonight, but nevertheless, it's extremely important. I call it the dream skill. Okay, this is something to do with imagination. Now, the hard skill are things that is you can feel, you can read, it's in book or is you can download it from the centerlight.com. The soft skill you can see being demonstrated by someone who is more experienced, but the dream skill is something totally personal to you. I call it imaginations, okay? And this with regards to your vision, setting goals. Now, these are the things that is not yet happened, is a bit wishy-washy, but nevertheless, it's very important because it is a nuclear power inside you. The clearer the vision you have, the clearer the goal that you set, right? It serves as an amplifier to everything that you do. When you carry out the hard skill and when you carry out the soft skill, these are the things that's invisible, that is inside you, that intensify the power that comes out from you when you are dealing with a prospects, for example. Okay, they can feel you. You can magnetize with your imagination. Now, these three skills are what we are going to what we need to have. Every single one of us, we need to have. In fact, we need to gain mastery of all these three skills. Okay, but today we are going to talk about follow-up, specifically on follow-up. Now, when we look at follow-up, what do you think about? Right, I would put it as these three things. Yeah, who to follow up on? Okay, what to follow up upon, and how do you do the follow-up? Do you agree? All right. So I'll just cover briefly about this. I'll talk around it, and then later we can discuss about each of these items. Yeah. Now, who to follow up? Sometimes we hear among all of us, I hear some of the downline who tells me that no time to follow up. Is no time to follow up a good excuse? Why? Why is follow up important? Can you type in the chat group? Why do you think follow up is so important? Why do you bother to turn up for tonight's lesson? Come, let us all hear from each other. Betsy says connections. Follow up enhances connections. Yeah, I agree with that. Anybody else come? Build relationship, keep customers' interest. Okay, good. Else, how to convert to customer and partner? Oh, well said. Yeah. For closure, very good. Yeah. Okay. Show that you care. Oh, actually, yeah, excellent. Yeah. See, I told you, this topic is actually something very natural, right? Very natural to every single one of us. Yeah. And the reason is that we have all been followed up by other people. Yeah. Okay. Your insurance agent follow with you, your banker follow with you, if you're buying property, the property agent follow with you. If you're going to sign up for a massage or sign up for therapy sessions or sign up for whatever dentist, you're going for your dentist and all that, everybody follow up with you. Yeah. So you know intuitively who are the people who make you happy because of the way they follow up, and who are the people that make you not happy because of the way or the lack of follow up from them, or the wrong way they follow up with. So this is something actually very natural. Now, I will make an attempt because I'm also number 4. Ling, I'm also number 4, okay? Yeah, so all the number 4 people are very structured. So let me help to structure it as best as I can. Number 1, you want to follow with leads. Leads are the people who make a call to you, inquire or something like that, or you go out to the corporate Meridian 101 workshop, for example, you get leads. If you don't follow with them, you will never convert them into some kind of new friends. Do you agree? Yeah. Okay. Now, we all meet new friends all the time, almost every other day. I believe Wendy and Mary, you all just gone for your upside down yoga, right? The hanging yoga, correct? Yeah. Right. So do you meet some new friends there? Yeah, always, right? But you see, not all new friends are, how do I say, are follow up, are worthy of follow up for the Avita business, for example. Last week, I attended a conversation at National Junior College. I made quite a few new friends from among the students. Right? Some of the students are just interested in my social entrepreneurship work. Right? So those might not be the kind of new friends that I should put time to follow up to convert them into the Avita business, for example. Okay. So in other words, some new friends are considered suspects. Right. But from suspects to prospect is a process. Now, how do you know whether some of these suspects are worthy of you following up? Will be for you to make friends, get into some talking mode, exchange ideas and all. And then you come to a point that, hey, this person has potential. And that's where you start to discuss with your upline how to approach this prospect, what to discuss about, and how to lead this prospect onto maybe our workshop, maybe our product experience last Saturday, or this coming Saturdays, we have ELS, for example. Some will be convertible to customer, others will be convertible to distributors. And even they sign up as a distributor, do you stop there? No, you don't stop there, right? You continue to work with them. So the follow-up process is a continuum. Yeah, it's not it's not only just to close them. Yeah, some of you mentioned about closure, not to just close them to become a VIP or close them to become a G and then you leave them alone. Yeah. So for many of the distributor, not all of them would be suitable or committed to become a business partner, as in a PD business partner, yeah, platinum director business partner. But some of them would then go all the way to become a diamond president leader. Now, these are committed business partner who will walk the journey with you for long, right? Like some of us here, yeah. So this entire arrow is a continuation process. Now, if you look at the next question, then is that if you have a subject that you're going to follow up with, what is it? Are you going to what to follow up on? Yeah, what do you do? All right. I would then say that you first continue from the last contact. That's why it is very important for you to know what was communicated or what was discussed from your last contact. Now, this has to do with your own structuring, right? Some of us actually fill up the C profile if this person is qualified to be a prospect that you want to focus on prospecting to convert them into business partner. But apart from that, there are ways that you can pen down some notes or just to remind yourself where you left off. Different people will have different style of working. I will share my style of working in a while, okay? But basically, when you follow up on someone, you follow up from where you left off the last time round, okay? Then you want to find out about, you want to find out more about them. What is most important is for you to show your care and concern. Now, there's this old saying, right? What is the old saying? Can anybody say? People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Can you write down? Can we type it down? People don't care how much you know. You may know a lot of things. You may know what is inside Salogen. You may know a lot of things. Yeah, you may be a very knowledgeable person, but people don't care how much you know until they really can feel that you care for them. All right? Do you agree? Very good. Yeah. So when you're writing down, it's inputting. You're using your hand. You're using your heart. You're using your mind, and this is quality learning. Yeah. See, it's always the diamond president who type first. Hey, can you beat diamond president? Huh? So later, whenever I ask you to type something, you all must beat all the Si Chongping la, Diona la, Mary, they are the first one to type. Yeah, very good. So show your concern and care is a very, very important way of following up. Now, some of us follow up only when there is a promo. Is that a good way of following up? You give the people the impression that you are in it just to transfer their money from their wallet to your wallet. Okay. All right. You're only interested in sales. And that is not a good way to follow up. A good way to follow up is when there is no promo, there's no nothing, yet you are concerned for them. Yet you make a point to make a contact with them. Okay. So this is really important. Yeah. Then what are this person's needs and desire? Along the way of following up, you have to uncover this. Now, it is not good quality follow-up if you have kind of like know them for a long time, but you have no idea their needs and desire. Then that kind of communication is very surface, very shallow. Yeah. So the quality of the follow-up, the quality of the communication become really key to the progress of from leads to new friends to suspect to progress all the way to prospects and consumer and so on and so forth. Yeah. You want progressions, then pay attention to the quality of your follow-up. Okay, the quality. Now, then the next thing is ask for their response. Don't just keep talking. Now, some of us tend to do a one-way communication. We are just teller. Okay, we keep telling people about what is good for them, but you never ask. But remember always, questions are the answer. By asking questions, you get a lot more answer by just telling, because you have no idea what they're thinking if you don't ask them for their response. Okay. Then suggest solutions. If you are in a discussion about their needs, their desire, their problems, and whatever, offer solutions. And this will show that you care and you have good ideas to bring to the table for this relationship. Yeah. I put it in bold, invite to meet. Now, I'm a person-to-person meeting kind of guy. Okay, I much prefer to meet. 见面三分情 okay? So in other words, is when you meet someone, you are there in the physically, you are there, you can touch that person, you can feel the vibes, you can send your energy. And I think that is really important for a networker. Don't try to conduct your business, your networking business, Avita business, on a remote basis. Yeah. In other words, just sit far away and just using your laptop and using texting, I don't think those are good quality follow-up. Okay. Now, then somewhere along the line, you must make an attempt to close. Now, when I say close, right, it's close to the next action. I should have put close to next action. Yeah. So closing the next action meaning this, yeah. So if you are inviting this person to an event, let's say to this Thursday's BOP, you are closing your friend to say yes to attend this Thursday's BOP. Then when you meet up again, you could discuss about what they learned from the BOP, and then you close to the next event, which could be ELS, okay? Or it could be close to the next event of a meetup, a 2-on-1 meetup together with your upline, for example, to discuss how to move forward. What would be the strategy of showing him or her the strategy of how to break free from his job, for example. Okay, so attempting to close is a continuous process as well. Okay, attempting to close to one event and then attempting to close to the next event, or attempting to close to making a commitment in getting started with you in the business. All right. And then with regards to the content that you can bring up, yeah, the what. I will go along with this order of priority to me. Yeah. I will always share testimony stories. Story sells, facts tell, story sell. Can you all type in? Facts tell, story sells. All right. Story is always something that is more powerful than facts. All right. You can say all you want about what is the ingredient in Celogen, Salava, and whatever not, how many milligram of this and that. Those are just information. Those are very dry. It doesn't tell your prospects or your partner, so what? Yeah. What kind of impact, what kind of good, what kind of benefits that the person can derive from that. But a story in the form of either a testimony, which is it could be in a written form, you just send to him or her in a JPEG format, a picture format, okay? But I much prefer videos, okay? Which is the reason why wherever I go, whenever I hear a good story, I think some of you have already seen the story told by Cleveland and Marjoy, okay? I'll whip out my iPhone and I'll start to record them. Now, when you're recording all this story, please contribute to me so that I can tidy up the sound quality and the video and put it up on our YouTube channel for everybody to use. Okay. Right. Then the other one is website. And website would include our company website, myavita.com, centerworld.com. It can also be the YouTube channel, for example. Okay. But I tend not to send the entire YouTube channel to them or the entire YouTube channel playlist to them. Okay, because then they will be lost. They do not know which video to watch first. Okay. So for a specific content, I would pick up a specific story and send the URL of that particular YouTube video to my friend and then follow up later on, and then asking for response, and then suggesting something, or I may suggest another YouTube video, and then it is a two-way traffic, yeah, two-way communication, and we keep moving and moving, and then gradually you will progress through the stages from new friends to suspect to prospects to consumer and so on and so forth. Okay. Product information is easy. You can send brochures and whatever not, or you can send information about event, right? Like there are quite a few coming events, and you can send also books, like The Greatest Networker in the World now is being read by all of you, right? Then we are talking about how. Okay. Now I think most of you are more interested in this how. Do you agree? How do you? This is where is fuzzy logic. This is where is a little bit very personal also. Not everybody is alike. Some of us will take to some of the form here, some of the suggestion here better than others. I'll just list down one by one with you. First is how often. Yeah, definitely not so often until the fella feel like you're spamming them, right? One day you send 10 video to them. They haven't even had time to watch your first video. After a while, they're so flabbergasted by so many videos that they will not watch any of the videos. Okay, so that's what I mean. Yeah. And so how often is too often? How often is not often enough? Something that you have to you have to have a knack over it. Yeah. And not all the prospects that you're trying to follow up would respond in exactly the same tempo and rhythm as well. Yeah. Some will be very fast. Okay. Some who are very busy or they are not very responsive type, then you have to pace yourself. Okay. So this, how often we can discuss about it during the breakout room later. You can share your own experiences with each other. I know some of you are very good in follow-up. Like for example, Ching. Okay, I pick out Ching for example. Yeah, I've observed Ching the way she follow up, and she updates me as well. Now I'm not her direct upline, but sometimes she also updates me. Okay, I appreciate that, Ching. So keep doing that. Yeah, and if there's any idea that I would, as usual, if there are any ideas I come across that I feel I may want to suggest to you, I usually will suggest to her as well. Yeah. So the way Cheng does it, I'm using her as an example. When Cheng follow up with some prospects and she surfaces it to her upline, typically to Wendy, to Chongping, myself, we contribute ideas to her. And that is really good. Yeah, that's the two-way coaching kind of tempo. So whenever the progress is stagnated, we are also aware what is happening, and we can step in to help her. All right. So this is something that I feel that as we go along, I'll highlight some of these points that. And then the other thing is that, how do you follow up? Do you follow up purely by texting? I know many of us here tend to do that. You think that it's convenient. You think that it's easy to do. Doesn't take up a lot of time. Okay. I do a lot of it as well, but I'll tell you that I do a lot of physical meetup as well. Between email, between texting, I much prefer physical meetup. One physical meetup, you can do a lot more progress compared to 1,000 texting. Yeah. Okay. So this is something really important, because when you meet up face to face, there is that exchange of vibes. There's you can read the person better, and you can see the whole body language. The entire all the five senses are involved in that. And if you have it over a meal, that's even nicer. Yeah. So people bond better during food, for example. Right? Like today I saw Tingy bonding with Nelly over food. Yeah, they always bond over very nice food. Yeah, but never Joe some of us. Yeah. So okay, let's forgive them. Huh? Okay. Okay, then the next question, if you're physical meetup, is it better one-on-one or in a group? How many of you think that it's better one-on-one? How many think that it's better in a group? Can I hear from y'all? Come. Who thinks that it's better one-on-one? But why? Why? If you say group, why? Like Ruby, can you unmute? Ruby, are you there? Ruby.
Sorry. I'm here.
Yeah. Come, tell me, why do you prefer to meet up in a group? And what do you mean by meeting up in a group?
I was at the showroom many times, and I realized and I noticed and observed that when you are in a group, you are not only listening to one person, you are also listening to others who may contribute and support. You know, the testament, the questions that customer asks. No, there's a lot of bonding. You know, so when a person sees a lot of people, person in a group who shares ideas, they seems to be more convinced about what we're trying to do.
So what you're saying that there's a group dynamics involved.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, there's ABC involved, right? There's a variety of opinion and
right.
experiences being shared. Okay, that's good. Yeah. How about the other who say one-on-one? Angie Rector. Yeah, why one-on-one?
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, it's for me. It's one-on-one because since there's only few of you there, or just the two of you, there's a better chance that your prospect will be able to open up to you and be at ease, since it's just the two of you. Sort of like that.
Okay, you are also right. And how about Mary? Mary say depends. You know, this kind of words. You know, it's like neither here nor there. You know, sure, correct one. You know, right?
Because it depends on the stage that we are doing the follow-up, right? If it's a one-to-one initial stage, we want to do a one-to-one. So eventually, if we have issues, we will talk to our upline, and then we invite upline together, then probably in a group. That'd be more effective.
Wow, the newbie is speaking like a lao jiao, the old bird. Very good. Yeah. Okay, let's hear from Mary. Come, Mary, very experienced. Come.
Sorry to interrupt, Mary.
Yeah, it's okay.
Sorry.
Good to have you here. Good to hear from you too. Yeah, I say depends also very much like what Alvin says now, because it depends on the situation and the prospect. So if you know that your prospect are someone that is more kind of private type and prefer like a consultation, like one-to-one type, then I think one-to-one is good. But if let's say the person, your prospect is actually more like to hear from different people and not just hear from me or yourself or me, then I think group is actually very good, because there will be leverage and they will hear from different stories from different distributors and our partners. So I think it depends really. So that's why the key is must know your prospect, whether what type of person are they. And the more you know their needs and wants, the better you can actually arrange that meeting, whether is it one or two.
Well, I would say thank you very much. I think everybody is correct, right? In that sense. So a lot depends on the prospect rather than you. You should not go on approach that I prefer one-on-one all the time, or I prefer group all the time. Okay. It should be reading the signals and your feel, like your feel of what stage are you at in the prospecting spectrum. Right. Now, if you're going to discuss something private, you want to find out the needs and the desire and getting a thermometer feel of how ready this person is at what stage of life, what kind of crisis, and for example, midlife crisis, for example. Meeting in a big group, very difficult for them to open up. Right? So going one-on-one, very, very personal, and you can share something very personal to your friend as well. And I think that kind of quality follow-up is really very important. Right? Willing? Score A, yeah? So I look forward to having you bring a lot more people to Avita, okay? Right. And then the next thing is how about talking on the phone? Okay. If you can't meet physically, I feel talking on the phone is the next best alternative. Yeah. Because when you are hearing somebody's voice, the way they talk, you can feel the energy, whether the fella is high, low, sad, the emotions of it. Yeah. And when you're having a conversation, you can feel the energy, you can feel the tempo, you have a better gauge of where your progress, how your progress has gone. Okay, is it gone a good stride forward or not? Yeah. Compare that to texting. Yeah, if you text, it's very impersonal. If you text no, you don't quite feel whether it's a straight no, full stop, or it's no exclamation, or no question mark. So a word no can actually means a lot of version of no. Do you agree? Right? Including yes, also a lot of version of yes. So even a yes and no, it can be confusing. Not to mention one whole sentence. Okay. So if talking on a phone is not available, then the next is Zoom. At least Zoom, you can see this square here, yeah? Okay, you may not see the whole body, but at least you can have a better view of the person's facial expressions, you know, the basically our entire composture, yeah? Whether the fella is saying no, but with a bit of tinge of sadness or whatever, yeah? So all this are what we call quality follow-up, rather than misreading kind of follow-up. Okay. I've seen a lot of text, which after that you read the text again, you have no idea what the fellow is talking about. And so how do you respond to something that you are a little confused over? Maybe you can create like 越描越黑, yeah. The more you communicate, the darker the misunderstanding can be. Yeah. So a lot of us have misunderstanding with each other through texting, yeah. And this is something to be avoided when you are trying to achieve quality follow-up. Okay. Yeah, Kai-Jun say something like, right, 问句死句, but sometimes they don't put exclamation or don't put a mark, right? Then you do not know which mark, okay. Then the next one is email. Email and text are very impersonal, but email and text are helpful for informational purposes. Like, for example, to tell them that, okay, this Thursday, this is a Zoom link, and those things are quite okay to do texting. But long messages, try to explain things, try to argue, avoid all the texting and email. 越描越黑, okay. Right. Now, then the next thing I would like to say is that we all needs to do follow-up, but provided you have somebody to follow up on, right? Do you agree? Okay. So if you have nobody to follow up, jialat, that is ICU stage really. How many of you don't have anybody to follow up on? I say follow up, I say no name, no follow up, every day nothing to do. Then you're not professional networker. Agree? Right? So in order to follow up on somebody, you got to continuously have that new leads and new friends and new prospect and suspect flowing into your life. Okay. So being networker, all of us should always go out and make new friends. Okay. However, I noticed most people go to networking event, collect lots of name cards, right? And then you just chuck the name card to one corner and then never really call, never build rapport, never create a friendship, never establish a business relationship as well. So your name card stack, I also had this experience before. Last time, wow, go to seminar, go to networking, go to conferences and all that, exchange a lot of name cards. But eventually they just sit down there. After a while, you don't remember who you have met. Even you call them, they probably don't remember you as well. So like, go to networking or don't go networking, no use one. Doesn't contribute to your lead generation. So leads generation, my dear friends, are very, very crucial in our networking world. Okay. Don't stay on the laurel and just think that, you just wait to exhaust all your old friends. Concurrently, while working on your old warm leads, you must continuously go out there and make impact on new leads. I highly encourage, and some of you will see that I always send some networking events or conferences or even just walk, at Singapore Adventures Club, organized walk in the nature parks in Singapore, around Singapore, for instance, or even the Bosses Network has a lot of good talks that are free, right? You can go participate, not just purely for networking, but also at the same time to learn something new. Okay, hear other speaker, and then see how other people organize different kind of events. And you can enrich yourself tremendously, okay? And also get yourself current with what is happening in the business world outside. Yeah. Don't sit in this little well and just keep talking about Avita and keep talking about Sanajan and nothing else. When you go out to network, you must be able to talk everything. Yeah. If people mention about US politics, you have something to say. People mention about AI, you have something to say. People mention about the e-commerce world, you have something to say. Cryptocurrency, you know something. Yeah. You don't need to be an expert in everything, but you ought to be a jack of all trades in that sense. Yeah. It will make you being able to get very comfortably in any situation and talk about anything under the sun. And when somebody talk about a topic that you have no idea, then at least you can be humble. You don't need to pretend that you know. You can be humble and ask questions. And from there, you can establish rapport and build relationship. Yeah. So I'm going to share with you my approach, okay? My approach in how I manage my follow-up processes, okay? Now, we all collect name cards, okay? Now, this is my stack of name card right in front of me now, in front of my monitor, okay? So I kind of took a picture and I show it to you, okay? So these are the current stack of name cards that I am following up on. I shuffle them every now and then, like this. Okay, I just go through and because it's easy, right? It's cards, so I just go through one by one and I rearrange them based on the priority of my contact with some of them. Don't be surprised because these are people that you meet like once or twice only. Some of them will never reply to you. Okay, but nevertheless, I don't give up. I will just maintain a certain frequency of contact with them. Okay. You can be sure that they all have seen your contact, whether it's an email, whether it's a text, or whether it's a WhatsApp. They may not reply, but you may be surprised when one day they call you and say that, hey, 2 months ago, you say about Magnolia, can you help my son? He's having asthma attack or something like that. Yeah. So that was what happened when I sent Dr. Diona's recording when I was in Manila. I recorded her telling her mother's story. Okay. And I sent it to my network of friends. Okay. And only much later that Don Fu came and contacted me and made reference to Dr. Diona's video that I sent him some time ago. So you just need to be in the know of why you are doing certain follow-up action. Okay. And don't be shy about that. Yeah. You're not spamming anybody. Yeah. But you must make sure you don't spam people. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that I have a current stack of name card that I'm following up on. The Thailand stack of name card, which I made quite a few new friends during my recent trip in Manila. I joined the Thai forum, Thailand forum, and I made contact with a bunch of them. I exchanged name card and I'm in contact with all of them now. Yeah. Then the Singapore, Malaysia name card is slightly higher stack. And then a smaller stack is the Philippine name card. Yeah. So these are the name cards that I shuffle. And later on, if any of them that is like, no use, then I 打入冷宫, I basically just either throw them away or I stack them at one cold corner, right? Okay. So this is what I do, okay, for my follow-up processes. Okay. I would like to learn from you on how you do follow-up as well. Yeah. Next is take selfie. How many of you take selfie? I think we all kena this selfie virus in Avita, okay? Yeah. But I tell you, it's very important, okay? Very important. So many of you who network with me know my process, okay? So for the sake of everybody, let me just tell you how I do it, okay? I typically take selfie with almost everybody I know, or everybody I met, okay? Now for two things. Firstly, I introduce myself to them, they to me, and immediately I take a selfie so that I send to them. I make them remember me. Okay, I put my name there, Alvin Yong from Singapore, right? Or from Avita, depends on the situations, yeah. And at the same time, it makes me remember them. Okay. Now, when I have this selfie, what do I do next? What do you think I do next? Come, guess. Type in the chat group. What do you think I do next after I take selfie with them? Mary say, ask for their phone number. Make a video. Wow, so fast. Take selfie, then straight away say, can I make a video of you? No lah. Let's see. I think you too advanced. Send to them. Ask for number. Okay. Last time I always ask for number. Then I find it very cumbersome because after taking selfie, I punch the number in. Then I don't know about you. Sometimes iPhone, I punch it in under mobile or under main or under other number or whatever. Sometimes the WhatsApp doesn't come out. Agree or not?
Yep.
Do you all notice that problem, right? So nowadays I don't do that. Okay, so I'm going to give you my tips. Yeah, I straight away take out my WhatsApp and I scan the QR code. Okay, this one is super, super good. I hope you all practice this. Yeah. So when you take out your, okay, all of you can take out your iPhone or your Android or whatever. I'm going to guide you through that. Later we all do this process. Okay, since I'm kind of like coaching you guys, I can bring you through this methodically. Under WhatsApp, all you need to do is you click this setting under here, okay, and then you click this QR beside your face, okay, then you get into the QR code, yeah. But for some of us who are networking in Manila or in Philippines, Viber is the preferred app. So you got to know Viber also, okay, how to activate the QR code on Viber. And since some of us are going to Thailand don't use Viber. Thailand, some of them don't even use WhatsApp. They use Line. So Line a little bit more cumbersome. Okay, you got to click the home and then click the setting, click the profile, and then click this My QR code, okay, to access to the QR code. Okay, so we're going to do this exercise, all of you. Okay, can you take out your phone? Okay. First is WhatsApp first, okay, just to make sure that in order for you to have quality learning, I would like you all to do it experientially. Can you do that? Yes or no? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, I know some of you are already very good, Okay, those of you who are not so good, you follow through this process. Okay, now you go to your WhatsApp, you go to setting, you click that one. Now, when you click that one, it comes out like that, right? Alvin Yong, right? Now, take note, I will always click scan. I will offer to scan my prospect's phone. In other words, I offer to scan their QR code. Because if I scan their QR code, I have control over to send them something. You agree? So there are a few cases, they scan me. They scan me, then you take it as you are established contact, right? But they don't send you a message, then you lose contact already. You understand? Okay. So always when you do this, right, you offer to scan them, not the other way around. Remember this, okay? Okay. If for those of you who are not friend with me on WhatsApp, you can scan my QR code and then go through the complete process and send me a hello. Okay, send me a hello and say my name is whatever. Okay. Okay, all done. I will go over to, oh yeah, Jenny already sent me a hello. Very good. Now is Ruby also, thank you. Yeah. Okay, now let's try Viper. Do all of you have Viper? Some of you don't have. Okay. My suggestions are get ready. Okay. WhatsApp, Viper, WeChat, Line, and now I know in Cambodia is Telegram. Okay. I haven't got the Telegram yet. Yeah, see, I can see definitely smiling. Yes, 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 yeah. Okay. Not many people do Signal lah. I also have Signal, but I very seldom use Signal. Okay. Edmund, thank you very much. Okay, I see that you sent. Very good. Yeah, all of you are practicing. So if you have Viper, try. Okay. Viper is a little bit similar to WhatsApp, but it's not setting. It's under more. Okay, once you click more at the bottom, you will see your face, and then next to your face, you have a QR code icon down there. You click that one. Okay, you can scan me also. You can send me a hello. It's good that we are all connected by multi-apps. So at any point in time, if you're operating over in the Philippines, we whip out our Viper apps and all our contacts are in there as well. So most of the Filipinos, our Philippines contact, I have them on my WhatsApp and I have them on my Viper as well. Okay. So once you have done this, I'm going to go to Line. Okay, Line is a little bit more complicated. How many of you have lines? Okay, quite a few of you Line. Yeah. Okay. Line, you have to click home. Okay. Line, it took me a little while to look for where the hell is that scan thing. Yeah. So you got to click home, then click the setting, and then click profile. And then finally you come here, it says my QR code. When you click that, it comes to here. Right? Same thing, you offer to scan their QR code rather than the other way around. So I did it with some of the Thai people while I was in Manila, and I captured them in my phone. So once you have them in the phone, it's easy already. So it makes follow-up easier. Okay. Subsequently, then you can exchange a lot of good content and information from there. All right. Good. Now, then what do I do next? You see, once you have scanned, you are in contact, right? But that doesn't mean that you have captured some of this information. Now, be mindful. When you are in a networking session, sometimes you meet 10, 20 people. Okay, you exchange very quick information and all that. And if you do not systematically capture their contact info, you're going to lose, and all these names are going to be stranger to you. You have no idea which one is which one. Okay, so how I manage this is I immediately take out my phone. Okay, whether it's in the toilet or that evening. Okay, I have some time. I will put all this information in my iPhone contact. Okay, I'll save the contact, and then I will put in under note. I'll write, okay, this person is single mother, this person has children, has elderly parents, with diabetes and whatever not, okay, or career in airline, shipping, banking, whatever not. So I will write all this thing down. So it's like a little mini C profile, okay, getting ready, because I have no idea whether this new friend will later on progress into a suspect and into prospect or not. I have no idea at this point in time, but these are the systematic discipline that I practice so that I make a good contact and I capture all this, how many children they have and whatever not, and it serves you very well later on when you follow up. Like say for example, you know that this person has a daughter who is studying music in London, for example, right? And 6 months later, you refer to this and you could ask, hey, has your daughter graduated from the London School of Music yet? Oh, I tell you, it will make an impression. It will make a very positive impression in your friend, right? That, hey, wow, you care. You actually listen, you actually remember about a remark that I mentioned in passing, when I first met you, right? So this is how you can create a very positive impression. I call this kind of follow-up high quality follow-up. Okay. So you want to make sure that every time you make a connection with someone, you can call it transaction frequency. Yeah. Every time you transact, every time you get into a conversation, a touch point with someone, are you leaving that person after that touch point? Are you leaving that person feeling more empowered, happier, okay, more impressed in a way, yeah, more happy that they have known you. Yeah, they have a friend in you, right? Not the other way around, that every time you make contact is about, hey, want to buy or not, right? Want to buy 13+1, want to buy 25 boxes, want to buy this, want to buy that, want to buy this promo or not. Yeah. So move away from the very salesy way of follow-up. Okay, move into very personal, high touch. Okay. And then many of your prospects, even if they become customer, they will become AAA customer. They'll have a lifelong relationship with you and a friendship with you. Yeah. Okay. And not they see your phone only. They will answer, no, oh, you have reached answering machine, and in 5 minutes time, or you whatever. Yeah. Okay. So you make sure that your contact points are quality ones. All right. Yeah. So later on, if I find that this particular person, this particular contact person, progress into prospects and a potential business partner, I can refer to a lot of this information in my phone or in my contact, and I can sieve out a lot of this information and put it into my C profile. Do you understand what I mean? Okay. Most of you, by the time you get into C profile writing, you have no idea what to write because you've forgotten everything. Okay. Because when you have the quality contact point with them, they have told you something important, but you just rely on your memory. Okay. Our memory is not very reliable one, let me tell you, yeah, because every day we have so many inputs, yeah. So it's almost next to impossible for you to remember everybody. You're bound to lose a lot of high quality information. Okay. So this is what I practice and I share with you. Okay.
Alvin,
Yeah.
quick one. Is there a limit on the notes that means you can put a lot of things, you can write a lot inside one, is it?
Yeah, I have written a lot. I haven't come to the limit. So I'm not sure that there is a limit or not. Yeah, good question
Okay.
there. I have no
Okay,
idea
yeah,
whether
okay.
there's a limit. But so far, some of it I've written quite a fair bit,
Okay, that's useful, yeah, because
Yeah, like for instance, this lady, right? I just found out yesterday when she sent me. But this is a lady whom I met just 2 weeks ago when I was in Manila. She sat beside me for a conference, a social business conference. And at the end, she bought 2 boxes and started on Celagen. So yesterday, she texted me and said that, oh, she started Celagen on the 3rd of July. Okay. Oh, I said, okay, good. And I put here like she has only 2 boxes. So I planned forward that on the 11th of July to send her an invitation. Then on the 30th of July to invite her to top up. Okay. To see if she want to top up to a SA package, or better still, if she can come to the 10th anniversary in the Philippines, then I maybe even to progress her forward to either AAA consumer or maybe even a distributor. Okay. Yeah. So you always leave everything possibility, optimistic of all the possibility lah. Yeah, you don't need to be judgmental lah. Yeah. But in order for you to welcome all possibility, you must be prepared for that. Yes. So all that I'm saying here now is that we practice a certain structure or certain discipline that prepare us to welcome every suspect to become prospect, every prospect to become consumer, every consumer to become distributor, right? And to become your lifelong business partner. All right. At this juncture, I'd just like to perhaps invite all of you to go into a breakout room, okay? Because it's a bit difficult to have so many people talking at the same time. I'd rather have you talk in smaller group, and every small group, you have a lot of leaders and people who are of various experiences. I would like you all to kind of share, yeah, like what I've written here. Share your own personal experiences and your tips to each other, because every one of us here, this topic is not something that is rocket science, yeah. This topic is very personal, and every one of us would have practiced something that is very helpful to ourselves, and take this evening 15 minutes to share with each other so that we all learn from one another. And after the breakout room, when we come back to the main room, each room you can have 1 or 2 sharer to share even more interesting tips and experiences or insight that we all can benefit from. Is that okay? Xiu-Ling, are you the one doing the breakout room?
Yes, yeah, open now.
Okay, come. Let's have in the main room now. We could
Okay.
highlight a few interesting pointers. In my room also, there are some interesting pointers that we want to raise up, and we can have a little conversation here. Yeah. Anyone?
Yes, can I nominate in my room will be Yun Ting. I think Yun Ting bring up a very good discussion during our breakout room. It's like she has so many to follow up that she just lost control of it. You know,
Can I
Yun Ting,
know
would you
who
like to
you
share
are?
with us?
Where's Jinting?
Yeah.
Yes, Yun Ting, you're muted, Yun Ting.
Yeah. Yeah, put everybody in a gallery mode so we all can see each other's face. Okay,
Ah.
Yun Ting. Yun
Hi,
Ting.
Yun Ting.
She's frozen, I think, for a while. Yun Ting.
Yun Ting, we are not hearing you.
Oh,
Okay, no
Yeah.
worries, no worries. Maybe we can have Yun Ting to come in later.
right. This is Ruby. I want to invite Jenny, please.
Hi, Jenny.
Hello, everyone. Okay, just now in the room, I shared, actually, I learned a lot from the mentors that always meet in person is the best. So initial stage, I also like texting, but then no response. Yeah, but after a while, especially in local, it's good to meet up over, I learned from TP Pauline, over the meal is the easiest. Over makan and all that, everybody is like relaxing. So like more open to more sharing. So if the best is that if you can go as a small group or big group, then we can have the leverage. Yeah, for example, makan or even karaoke and all that. So just now I shared, for example, my KL team, how I follow up with the prospect or new prospect on my downline, because quite a distance. So I also duplicate this after event gathering in the KL team. So after workshop or talk, we will get them together to dinner and all that, then follow up from there. So like when I come back, I will try to set up the Zoom meeting with them. Sometimes they made up, sometimes they don't come in because due to that busy and all that. But I just make it a habit every week once. Yeah, 1 person, 2 person also from there. We follow up with them, then do name list and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tell us about your co-leads, Jenny.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I have Facebook page. So when I deal with co-lead, because co-lead, I will advertise my workshop and talks. So you pay money, then the list will come in. So I pay. Then when they come in, I have a book. So I started this since a few years ago. So I have the book since my first lead until now. Yeah. So as and when I will flip through, when come to the suitable events or talks that long time ago they ever asked or they ever interested, then from there I just check back. Then I can share with them. Also, I leverage a lot on the greetings and all that. Sometimes I saw a lot of good vibes and all that. I will just share to them individually, or just a good morning and all that.
Thank you,
Okay,
Jenny.
very
Still
Thank you very
improving.
much, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, for group
Hey,
5, can I ask?
hang on, just a little bit of coaching in between whatever sharing here, yeah. So Jenny, what I noticed is the quality of the content of your interactions. Now you have to sharpen it a bit more. Okay, your follow-up is I could see, yeah, you put in a lot of effort in connecting to your team, you know. So what you need to now beef up would be the content of that interaction, right? So are you contributing ideas? Are you contributing advice? Are you contributing ways of doing things that will diametrically improve and even transform the result of some of your team member? Okay, so this is where it is a combination of learning and also your personal experiences. It comes with your experience. Yeah. So you notice that sometimes when some of us have a quality interaction with the senior people who are more experienced, you tend to take away a lot more really good stuff that will really help with your result. Okay, so you have to now level up to that level, so that you can make an impact on your team member. Okay,
Yeah,
very
noted.
good.
Thank
Keep
you,
it up. Yeah,
Auntie.
keep it up. You are doing all the right thing. Keep it up. Now tune up the intensity of it. Thank you.
Noted. Thank you.
Okay, Jonah. Yes, Your Highness, Your Honor.
Yes, I would like to ask Max David because she's very new in our group and she shared something unique, actually.
Okay, who?
Max David.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Yeah, so I'm practically new in the MLM business. So I really don't know anything. I'm still a baby, but most of my prospects are really my good friends. So I haven't encountered any stranger, okay? But for my friends, there are the one, because I have like 20 minutes a day or 30 minutes a day for the Sellergen business. So I don't have that much time. Not yet, because I have other things to do. I have other business. I have other work. So for my friends, they're the one updating me. I'm not sorry, but I'm not the one really persistently following up. But they're the one every day giving me videos, sending me content, sending me their experiences with Sellergen, how they became energetic, and the change of lifestyle, the everyday workout. So they're the one giving me all those benefits, contents. But I'm sorry to say that this, but for now they're the one calling me, messaging me, giving me the videos, giving me feedbacks. I'm not yet the one following up, but like what I've shared in the group, I prefer face-to-face meetings than the texting. I don't do that. I love sharing life, sharing journey, sharing experiences with people face-to-face. You get the vibe, and when they're interested, when the rapport is very important. So it's not secondary, is the selling, it's more of the friendship, getting to know each other. So for me, that's my take on so far with my journey. 3 months, I think, my 3 months journey in Avita.
Okay, the way you say it, I think all of them, I look at their face, they feel like punching you, and I think. Correct or not? Yeah? Okay, can you all punch her now? Come, punch. She's available for your punching, yeah? Yeah. Oh, got people chasing you and you're not following, you got no.
Yeah.
What can I? Okay, sack her. Okay, downgrade you to VIP.
God, your Facebook page is non-stop. That is a fantastic follow-up, Max. We
Yeah.
couldn't even meet it up the way that you do.
So what I want to say to all of you is you have to find is your profession. Yeah, Avita is your business, whether you're part-time, sometime, full-time, whatever time, yeah, or you're transiting into full-time, you must get ready. You must get ready for the good result to come your way. In other words, you must get ready for good luck to come. And when good luck comes, right, please seize it, treasure it, cherish it. Okay? Don't wait until the luck come. It's like the lucky star come and then pass planet Earth and then you no more, And then you say, I should have done it. I should have done this. I should have done that. Okay. So, Mac, when you are having all this streak of good luck, treasure it. Like I fed back to you when we were working together, ABC with June, yeah. Okay. So it's like June was like almost like saying, hey, I gave you so many days. How come you didn't contact them? Right? Correct. Yeah. So you got to be very careful. Yeah. This is a CEO. And very, very smart people will give you a chance, but may not give you a second chance. You understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So when you have that good luck that is in your above you now, yeah, maximize it, optimize it, and then give your 100% to every opportunity. All right? Is it okay? Yeah. Evolve a system that that fits your lifestyle. I know that you are handling your late husband's business, your own job, but your job is a temporary inconvenience. Yeah. Okay. Soon you'll be released from that corporate slavery. Right? Yeah. So work towards that. Yeah, work towards that. So you must have that imagination. That's the dream skill that you must have. All of us here must have the dream skill that you must have that. Professor Mohammed Yunus, last week when I was in Manila attending the conference, he says, vision is something very easy because it's about daydreaming only. And all of us must daydream to have a better future. And daydream is free. You can daydream any way you want, right? You can be as ridiculous as it sounds, or it can be as realistic as you prefer it to be. But it's all about imaginations, yeah. So the richer your imagination is, the more excitable you are about where you're going, the destination that you're moving towards. And when you share the business, or you share the idea, when you share the strategy, your whole being come alive. You get what I mean? And I think this is what magnetizes people, good people, into your life, and we want to be a partner. They want to travel with you wherever you're going. It's so exciting that I want to be on your partner seat, to get to the same destination. And this is what you're trying to do, right? Some of us dare not dream a lot of things, and you are, everything is difficult. Then who will want to join you? Right? So you can work very hard, but you don't find anybody wanting to join you because you're working so hard and you're not excited. You are like, every day so tired, I've got to do a lot of things and whatever not. Yeah. So change your mindset a little, and when your inside is changed, your outside will change. Okay. Thank you, Max, for sharing. Yeah, I think people still want to punch you. Okay, next.
Alvin.
Yeah.
Alvin, can
Yeah.
I get Yunting, if she's back here, to share her experience, because I
Sure.
find her experience very good. Because she categorized them accordingly
Okay,
to the
come, Yunting.
consumers. Yeah, Yunting, all yours.
Well, I was just sharing in the breakout room that I, like what Ivy said earlier on, I categorize what and how and who to follow up. For example, like consumers, I will put it in the calendar when they buy their stocks. For example, whether it's a GA or a SA, then I put down the date that they are supposed to restock, so that they will remind me like maybe 2 weeks or 1 month before, and then I'll follow up with the consumer that whether there's a promotion or there's a special offer or what we have, so that they know that they are, in a way that I'm telling them, hey, you're finishing, you need to buy some more. So then when it comes to distributors, is more on the organic meetings and all that. Then I was sharing in the group that I have too many to follow up in terms of suspects and prospects. So whenever I come back to Singapore, there's too many people I get to meet, because I also prefer face-to-face. So I end up meeting lunch, breakfast, lunch, dinner, until my upline said I have no time to come to the office. Okay, thank you.
Okay, a little bit of coaching here. Yeah, I noticed Yunting always out there or all by herself, prospecting. So this is a little pointer for all of us here. Yeah. So you either do your prospecting 2 ways. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying that one-on-one meeting is not important. Like I told you, I do a lot of one-on-one meeting. But I'll tell you my secret. My secret is that I do one-on-one meeting outside. Sometimes my one-on-one meeting is in the office. If you have an office, like in Singapore, we have an office. In Manila, we have an office. But in some countries, we don't have an office. Then you have to find a place where you can identify as an Avita presence, which is why Daphne is here, right? I was working with Daphne and Keith and Jermaine, and see if we could identify Factory Phnom Penh as like a regular place where we can gather. Okay, you have to evolve a home for yourself wherever you are. If Angga is here, you got to find a home somewhere in Jakarta that you can regularly gather. All right, then you have a Gui Su Gan, you have a like your HQ, your base camp like that. Now, For Yunting, if you are always meeting outside, the question is, what is the, you see, we are all talking about following up, right? Follow up. But you must think about what is the receiving end from your prospect, you know. Have you considered that? If your prospect is the receiving is that, wow, you're always alone. Then if I would join you, I only join one person. Is that very powerful position that you're creating for yourself? May not be, you know. Okay. So I would suggest that if you meet one time outside, the second time must come back here. Okay. Either that or Zoom with a whole family here like this. Yeah. So gradually they see that behind you there is a tremendous team. Wow, there's different people that maybe your prospect don't identify directly with you from your background or profession or whatever, but your prospect will always identify with some of us here to be very much like engineer, or banker, lawyer, or something like this. Yeah. So this follow-up is a two-way thing that you have to consider. Okay. You have to have that feel about what your prospect is getting from you. Right. Now, second thing is that as you follow up, assuming you're all quality follow-up, what will happen? You're building your team now. Now, I think Wendy said something, I'll let Wendy share in a while. Okay, the follow-up progresses from prospecting to become your distributor to now forming your organic team now. And when you're forming your organic team, what will be the continuous follow-up into growing your organic team, growing your organic capability? That one is also very important. That's why some of us in the breakout room, we are sharing that even if you're alone, solo, now you're starting, you don't have a system. By the time you have a team, you will never get to a point where you have a team. Because when the team comes, right, you will be so burdensome that you will collapse your team. Right? Then you will start all over again and you become solo again. Right? So how you progress from solo distributor to having a team and then to having a team of teams, it is a systematic progression. So we are talking about follow-up, we're talking about system also, right? It doesn't matter what system. Some of you will use Excel, some will use your handphone, some will use some apps or whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Anything is good as long as you must have a system. And then you follow, you continue and consistently do the system. Okay. Just now, I think Wilson, right? Wilson shared that he kind of like have a system, but sometimes update, sometimes don't update. After a while, you also don't trust your own system because rubbish in, rubbish out, right? Then you also don't know whether the system is reliable or not. Then of course you won't use the system that you don't believe in. So you keep going round and round and round and round. Angie also share, right? Angie has got plentiful of leads, right? But now it's like burdensome. Another person that we should punch, you know. So when you have a lot of leads and you can't handle, then how are you going to grow your team? It becomes a question, yeah. So it is a big discussion here, but more appropriately, it will be a smaller organic team discussion. Okay, maybe I like to invite Wendy to share your own experiences in these regards. Come, Wendy.
Okay. For me right now, yes, I still do prospect. And when I have a business partner join me, I think very important, especially now I have my team of teams, I would need my business partner to plug into the system. Because when I first started, I have 24 hours. Now I have a team already. I still have only 24 hours. Then how do I manage? So you will go down to PD group, okay, or CPD group, or even GA group. Yeah, so I will have to identify my key leaders and I work with them. And I always tell them the best way and the fastest way you can grow your network is to plug into the system. Why? Like, for example, tonight, if we are all together, we are all learning at the same time. And when we go out and when we prospect, we all know the same thing. It's just how we put into practice and how we can work with one another. But of course, I'm not able to get everyone to come in and Power Night. I would love all my downlines to be here. It will be so much easier to work together because this is never a one-person business. We must always work with the team. And the beautiful part is we can leverage on one another. So in the breakout room, I shared that, yes, I, of course, not able to get everyone to come in, but as soon as our downline come in and learn and do it and see the result, they will be here permanently because they have experienced the growth themselves. This business is a lot about personal growth. If your downline doesn't feel that he or she is growing, a matter of time, they will be out of the business. But once they feel that they are growing, automatically they will be with you. This is what I experienced. So it's really about plugging into the system, learn together, and then do it together, OJT or whatever it is, do ABC, and know everyone and get everyone to know you. That would be the biggest advantage you can have in this business. Don't do this alone. Very exhausting to me.
Thank you. Yeah, let me invite Josephine to share her wisdom, advice, and tips with all of us also. Come, Jo.
Okay. To me, I think you cover quite a bit for all the quite systematic. I need to confess, I'm not the person know how to follow up very well. I also like here and there, but I do agree. When we meet up with people, don't every time it's you yourself is going out to meet your own prospect. This is the most dangerous, because what we say, I always say, is use a team to lead the team. Agree? So you must let people see we have a team. You have a team behind you. Now you are the only one. So people will feel, wow, the possibility is there. What we want to let people feel is there's a possibility. And I feel like I can make it. Agree or not? So when I do this business, I can also be so successful like you guys. Then, but a lot of time, people don't know MLM. People don't have a right impression of MLM. You see, we ask ourselves every time, we keep saying, why MLM, whatever. But when people come and see us as a team, you don't need to handle this objection. Automatic, they fall in love with the team. All the objection automatically will take off from their mind. They feel like, this is the MLM, but this MLM is different from other MLM. Agree? And this is not individual, personal. We can influence other people. It's because of the team. That's why if you really know, you really want to do this business easily and more relaxing, you must gel together with the team. The most important, bring your people, come to attend the training together, and then go to the office together, join all the team's event, as many as you can. And I can guarantee you, your team will just keep growing and growing and growing. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Jo. Thank you. Okay, now to conclude it, this big word called follow-up can be very small, can be very big. So segmentally, it is like meeting a new person, follow up until join as a GA, correct? Okay, after they join as GA, you got to follow up on how to orientate that person to know how to do this business, at least the basic stuff, correct or not? All right. So some of it is a hard skill. Show the fella how to use eye connect and how to do e-sponsoring, how to order product. These are the simple ones. Then you have the one that is a little bit harder to teach, harder to coach, which is soft skill. But every one of us here are already good with certain aspect of soft skill, correct or not? Right? Like Dr. Grace, the way she smile only, you say yes already, correct or not, Dr. Grace? Right? See? Then I see the way she smile, right? Okay. Right. And then some people, are very warm, right? Like Mary always bring cakes, then you eat her cake already, you say yes to her already, correct? So every one of us have our own soft skill that are good, right? But every one of us can learn more as well. Then when you come to having a team, then you must find a way of group follow-up, we call it. Okay. So that is the situation under Cheng, under Keith, okay, under Jermaine, under Daphne at the moment now. Right. So when your groups are growing in whichever locations, what do you do now? Right. First and foremost, create an organic group within your WhatsApp group. Then pass on the responsibility for transmitting the information to whoever is the head of the organic group. I noticed some of you are like one big papa, one big mama, take care of everybody. Okay. To me, not a good way of following up, in other words. Not a good way of managing and leading and organizing your group also lah. You agree? Right? So you want to train leaders, okay, which is today's breakfast message by Joey, right? Okay, what is important is to keep duplicating every level that is an organic leader. But in order for you to train an organic leader, your follow-up from a higher order must be to create opportunity for them to take up that responsibility. Not for you to do everything, for them. Then forever they will become the small chicken that never grow into a big eagle. Agree? Okay. So everyone, like under Dr. Diona's group, under Gina's group, I could see, every platinum director has his or her own organic group. So that platinum director will be the one to disseminate the morning breakfast, for example. Now, we are covering very wide implication of this word follow-up, but this is what it is. Okay. It is cascading through the entire process. All right. So I hope that some of these nuggets, some tips and observation, and also experiences of us would be of help to every one of you. Do you find it helpful? Anybody has any one last questions to ask me before I say bye-bye and hand back to Veronica?
Alvin, can I share?
Yes, please, Yen Yen.
Because I feel that I learned a lot from DP Maria just now in the room.
Come.
So I just a bit like translate what DP Maria told us.
Okay.
Because now we are talking like we follow up others people in the whole session, but DP Maria bring out a very important tips is like we have to follow up ourselves. Do we actually follow up ourselves closely? Like just now, Josephine also said, oh, we always upline, always chase our downline. We keep follow up our downlines. Then downlines always forgot to like report to our upline also. Then DP Maria said it's not like chasing by others. We actually, whether we have massive follow up ourselves, we really plug into the system, we really do enough or not. Because many of us, we just do, then suddenly we just give up. And we never do massive action. So in the end, actually all about ourselves, our money, our own health. So as long as we follow up ourselves closely and deeply, sure we will gain a lot of money and the health. And just start from ourselves, every one of us follow up ourselves. So I feel, wow, this is really a good tips for us. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's say thank you to DP Maria Moon. Yeah. And lastly, to close this session, I will post one video, a video that in the chat group, you can go and watch it. Some of you follow up to prospects, follow until the prospect also don't want you to follow up with them. Have this issue or not? How many of us have this issue? Okay. This is a point about quality of follow-up. Follow-up is not just keep meeting for lunch, meeting for coffee, meeting for high tea, meeting for cakes. After a while, you eat until so fat already, and still no result. Okay, right. So you have to have that quality, the intensity, your intentions. Otherwise, you'll be like dolphin. In this video, I say that you're like dolphin. Dolphins swim round and round and round, but they're not go in for the kill. Yeah. So in other words, you swim round and round and keep having follow-up, but no closure. Then that is not good follow-up. Okay. Yeah. Then the other one is that you also don't want to be a rhino, just anyhow chong, okay, whack through all the bush and all that, but you destroy relationship, right? So be like a wolf, okay? Be very sharp, know when to go in and do the rightful things. But of course, this comes with experience. And one of the best way to learn from experience is not to keep failing yourself, is to OJT with your upline. Okay, so I welcome any one of you. Those of you who are keen, you can OJT with me. And I think when I was in Manila, I was very happy because I get the chance to OJT with quite a number of you. You're hungry. So like Yan say, you know, Maria say that we have to be disciplined because ultimately it's our business. Okay, thank you very much, guys. So lastly, I have one sentence for all of you. Success is in your follow-up. Okay, no follow-up. Even if you get success, it's by luck. It's like buying a lottery, yeah. But you cannot repeat that. But with good discipline follow-up, you can always repeat that. And success, you can always recreate success over and over and over. After a while, it becomes success on demand. Can you put it down there? Success on demand. Okay, that is where we want to get ourselves to the point of mastery, success on demand. Thank you very much. Now back to you, Veronica. Cheers.